Hello, everybody. Oh, Jeepin's here today too. All right. Welcome PAC team, and welcome everybody who is finding us on Facebook. We are trying to get on Facebook every day at 5, but it doesn't always work out. So I apologize. If you can't find us on Facebook, check us out on YouTube. And if you can't find us on either, then let us know because it's super annoying and we get it. We're sorry about that. But for now, let's go ahead and jump into our PAC Daily 10. Today we are talking about loops in language. So why do they keep asking the same question over and 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 over? So let's pause and talk to our team a little bit for a second, and let's talk about what are some of those questions that get on loop for us.
When am I going home?
Ooh, when am I going home? Can I go home? Is it time to go home? I want to go home. Okay, what else?
Did I ever tell you about when I had that accident in New York City?
Oh, that one. You mean the one that I just heard about and we just
Yeah, with the
that
cab and the bunny rabbit puppet?
Right, with the bunny rabbit that we just finished.
Yeah, did I ever tell you about that bunny rabbit puppet in the cab accident?
That one with the bunny rabbit. Yeah.
Yeah, the please pay the bunny.
Oh, the bunny rabbit. Yeah. Okay, what else you got?
My grandfather would say, well, folks, I don't know who's paying for this, but it sure was a good party.
It's a good one. I like it a lot. And it's funny the first time. So
Right.
It might as well be funny the next time and the next time and the next time. Good one. All right. So how many of you have said, heard, or heard someone else say, they've asked me the same thing a million times? Well, the question we're going to consider today is, have you responded in the same way a million times? Because now I'm starting to wonder who's got the functional brain. So let's take a little look at what's going on in the brain. So what we're talking about here is two brains. Again, we're looking at autopsied brains. The top brain here is a healthy at death brain. And this one down here is after living with Alzheimer's for 10 years. And this part of the brain is called the hippocampus. And the hippocampus is in charge of 3 main skills. So since we have our expert here, Tipo, can you tell us what the hippocampus does?
I probably can. Did you want to know?
No, it's okay.
Oh, yeah. So one of the things the hippocampus does is it helps the human brain take in new information and then send it to where it should be stored. But it isn't always detailed about it. So it basically says, oh, this goes to the visual center. This goes to the auditory center. And if it's new stuff it's really curious about, then it goes, wonder where I should put this. Should I keep it or should I get rid of it? Should I keep it or should I get rid of it? And it usually takes an overnight for your hippocampus to go dump it, it's not important, or hang on to it. It's really important. And so then you do find a place to store it. But the second thing it helps you do is figure out how to get from place to place and back where you started. In other words, what a fancy term for is called spatial orientation. How do you get somewhere, and then how do you get to another place, and then how do you get back to the places that you eat, places you go to the bathroom, places you meet people, places. And that ability to go and come and find your way, that's monitored and provided wiring through the hippocampal area. And then the last one, it turns out, is how long has it been since? The passage of time. So temporal orientation in a sense of humans repeat things every so often. And so it helps you keep up with how long has it been since the last time I ate, drank, took a car across the city. How long? Because sometimes it's really important to know how long has it been since I took my insulin, or how long has it been since I saw a friend, or how long has it been since I was 15 years old? Well, not very long, I don't think. So when I look in the mirror, if I think it's not been very long and I were to look in the mirror, I'd probably go, oh, who's that lady in the mirror? That can't be me. Hi, who are you? If my brain were broken. So
So we're looking at two brains here. One, it's no dementia present, and then this other one down here is Alzheimer's for a long time. But what's interesting about the hippocampus is it's one of the very first parts of the brain affected in many, many, many dementias. So we hear memory problems a lot, and that's accurate, but there's always something else going on. We've learned before that there's at least two parts of the brain dying. So the other part of the brain that is often affected is that language center. So what we often hear, let me see if I can get this to go. There we go. Move you guys again. What we often hear is something a little bit different. We hear the same questions, the same phrases, those same catchphrases over and over. So we're going to, oops, I forgot to press a button. Let me do it again so that I make sure you can hear it. One day I'll learn. You're gonna watch an interaction that might sound familiar, but it's a very different age group than what we're talking about here. Because it's not just about dementia, it's sometimes, like I said, our brain not doing the thing that we want it to do. And if I keep giving back what you're giving me, then we can't get out of this loop. So let's take a listen. Maybe. Maybe not.
That one.
That one's just a rubber ducky.
What's that one?
That one's just a rubber ducky.
What's that one?
That one's just a rubber ducky.
That one.
That one's just a rubber ducky.
What's that one?
That one's just a rubber ducky.
What's that one?
That one's just a rubber ducky.
That one.
That one's just a rubber ducky.
What's that one?
That one's just a rubber ducky.
What's that one?
That one's just a rubber ducky. Oops. Okay, so who's starting to feel a little bit frustrated? Yeah, but who's keeping the cycle going? So let's bring back up some of those questions because I know our PAC team has some skills that might help. What are some skills that we can use, some PAC skills that we can use to help pop us out of that loop? When we hit that loop, what's something that we can do differently?
Validate, reflect back what they're saying.
Oh, so if I just answer your question every time, I'm finishing the loop for you and I'm queuing you up that it's time to start again. So if I change it and instead of finishing your loop, I go back to the beginning to double check that that's what you meant to say, that's going to change where we end up. So Catherine, what would that sound like if I asked you, what time is my appointment today?
So you're wanting to know what time your appointment is today.
Yeah. Can I then keep asking that same question, or did she tell me I got it? Right, so that reflection can stop me in my tracks almost because it's finally someone coming alongside me and listening. Any other strategies that work to help us pop out of that loop?
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh, does anybody else want to hear what she has to say? Yeah, because what did she do? An excitement. She got one of our amygdalae and not the threat amygdala. It was the pleasure amygdala that says, yay, I have new information. I have something you might be interested in. Okay. And for a second, I can let go of that thing I was holding on to.
Manda.
Ooh, even better. What did she do this time?
Use your name.
My name. Because now, do I know who she's talking to?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that feels good internally. Cool. So some of the strategies that we talked about, reflection and shifting gears with the positive amygdala, there's one more on the slide that I just wanted to talk about for a minute, and hopefully when I press play, this video will keep playing where it was supposed to, but I'm not going to make any bets. Transition phrases. So let's see if it'll play. If not, then... Oh, it's a rubber ducky. What's that?
Rubber ducky.
Oh, it's a rubber ducky. Do you like rubber duckies? Yeah. Do you take baths with rubber duckies?
Yeah.
Do you like to hold the rubber duckies? What do you do with the rubber duckies?
Throw go in the water.
They go in the water?
One, two, one, four.
Okay, so let me go back. So what happened when we used something a little bit different? When I asked back the question, what happened here? What was he able to do?
He was able to move on.
Transition. So if I can ask a transitional question, now the question I asked wasn't all that skillful because it was a yes or no question and his answer was no. But at least it got us to a different place, so I wasn't saying the same thing 100 million times and my brain could finally think again. And I wasn't living in my amygdala anymore. Cool. So the 3 skills that we talked about today: reflection, reflecting back the words that they're giving you as a question; transition, try a new piece but in the same vein; or shifting gears with a positive amygdala. Ooh, Shelly. Get them excited. Use their name and make them want to hear more. Even though you're thinking, Shelly, if you ask me that one more time. Cool.
So Amanda, do you like going to appointments or not like going to appointments?
I do, because it gets me out of the house.
So you get to go out of the house. Yeah, it's been a while since we went out.
Yeah.
Feels like, huh?
Forever.
Yeah. Feels like forever since we've been somewhere. I'd have to agree with you. You know what? Let's go through the drive-through at Wendy's.
Ooh, could I get
You're gonna. I bet you any money you're thinking. Are you thinking something hot or something cold?
the cold one? The
cold one. Oh yeah, the chocolate.
Yeah, the.
Oh yeah.
What is that? The.
Is it Frosty or something else?
Frosty.
Frosty, not the snowman though.
No. No. But yeah.
So where's appointment for you right now?
Long gone.
What do I have to be willing to go do?
Go to Wendy's. You better get your shoes on.
Because I've given you a new target. But what did I find out by being curious about the appointment?
I was lonely.
Yeah, she's tired of doing this. I mean, it feels like it's been a long time since she's gone anywhere. It feels like she's been stuck in this place a long time. And so her brain can't find traction. And so that hippocampus, it's 3 things. It's not doing its job because it's done with this. And so I need to go do something different if I want something different. So I'm the one who has to initiate the change.
Oh, shoot. You mean we have to do more work again?
Yeah, sort of like, you got to go find the rubber ducky and do something different if you don't want to look at the rubber ducky, looks like to me.
Looks like. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Don't forget, we're on here. We try to be on here every day at 5 or somewhere else. But then we also have TIPA on at 8 a.m. Eastern time.
It's recorded shortly thereafter because I'm having the same problem at the front end of the day that you're having in the tail end of the day. But we try to put something up there anyway.
And don't forget to go check us out. We've got a lot of new virtual offerings, some at a very low cost, some free. And our certifications are now offered completely online. So come check us out and see what we can do together. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, PAC team.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to help us spread TIPA's positive approach message around the world. And don't forget to click the bell to get notified when new videos are posted.